Like to ask a question?
For both of you guys, when you're in the transfer portal and making your decisions, are nights like tonight what you envision? 25 points, 24 points, a big home conference win?
Yeah, I would say so. One of the things that, we came over here for is, just trusting Muss and, what he does, and he has a great track record of, guards that's similar to us as well. So that was the main thing. But yeah, just coming over here and him letting us rock and just being able to hoop and him trusting us. That's one of the things that we was looking for sure.
I think to piggyback off what Des said, Muss was looking at, the way he recruited his team, and I know he's preached it multiple times. He has bigger guards, so just going out there and out-rebounding our opponent and just playing more physical than them, and that's what we've been doing these last 3 games.
You guys have sat here before and just, talked when things weren't going as well and talked about, we're going to figure this thing out. After the past couple of wins, what do you feel like you guys have shown about what this team can be, what this program can be this year?
I feel like we've shown that, we're tough, that, we're a good team, that we have a lot of pieces. One of the biggest things is, just staying disciplined on, what we do, our core principles, and, just staying consistent with it and trusting it. At the end of the day, that's one of the things that it came down to. And, once we fully locked in, once we, continue to get more comfortable with each other, it just, you see what happens.
Okay, I think it just, from what I said before, I think it just all starts in practice. Like our intensity level in practice is, we raise the bar and everybody knows the standard of what SC basketball is now. And I think we built the culture in this locker room, so every day we know what we have to do and what our goal is.
Seemed like everything was working for you tonight offensively, especially 9 of 10 from the field, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. Muss was talking about just how you sort of fit into the cracks on this team and kind of figuring out your role. How do you feel like you have progressed kind of in figuring out what that role is as the season's going?
I really still to this day don't know my role. I think it's like I'm like an Army Swiss knife. So every game, it changes for me. Like last game at Illinois, I had to be the defensive guy and stop all their big guards. And today, just my role was just go out there, and they were looking at Desmond, and whenever they would double team him, just find an opening and score the ball. So I think my role just changes every night, and I'm just ready to play basketball, man. I think it's just basketball. There's nothing different that I think about.
It's January. Looking back so far in the season, what are you each personally most proud of?
I would say for me, most proud, just being probably 500 in the Big Ten now. Now we got back to, we're probably tied for probably 5th place now, but just being 500 and trying to get back to positive, and then trying to get this up to a 4-game win streak and beat Wisconsin on Saturday.
I would say, that as well, but, everybody continued to go hard and play hard, and nobody gave up even when things was going our way early on. I feel like everybody, wanted to figure it out, so, we kept, practicing hard, we kept, sticking to our principles, and I would say that's the thing that I'm most proud of, that everybody, kept playing hard and kept fighting, and, we want to win, and we're willing to do everything it takes to win.
I would say another thing I'm proud of, I'm really proud of our young guys in our bench. I know it gets hard sometimes when coach only plays six to 7 guys, and some of those guys have, like Clark and Bryce average 19 at their last schools, and they get DNPs, and they're probably the most excited guys on the bench more than the guys that's out there on the floor. So just them picking us up and having great spirit on the bench, and I think that's our biggest thing of why we're winning our games too, just because those guys are bought in so much.
I don't know how much you guys watch the Knicks, but Muss was just talking about how Tom Thibodeau is one of his best coaching friends. He, obviously both guys who give their guys a lot of run. Just what have you seen from Muss in that way in terms of, just leaving you guys on the floor for long stretches, and how do you prepare yourself for that kind of fatigue?
I would say I first found out at the Illinois game, asked for a break, and he said, "Nah, the Tom Thibodeau don't do this. Like, we go stay in the game." So, said if I want to be an NBA player, I got to suck it up, be out there. So,
Shoot.
I think that was the first.
Shoot, he did that to me today. Yeah, I asked for something. He was like, no. Yeah, he's yeah, man, but you know, he talks about it. You know, we accepted it. Like, you know, we want to win. We gotta do what coach says. So, but yeah, we got a lot of people on our team that fights, and you know, when they come in, they give us good minutes. But yeah, Muss he wasn't having that today. Yeah.
Sort of two questions. One is, you were struggling to get the ball in bounds a few times under your own basket. I want to ask you kind of what the problem was. And then second, can you talk about the play of Rashawn tonight?
I would say it was just that's lack of us getting open, being physical, and setting our man up and trying to get open. I take full responsibility for that. I know it happened twice for me. And that's really it. Just lack of being focused and following the game plan of just getting open and setting our man up. And then Sean just hasn't been just tonight. It's been the past 2 weeks. Sean just been a great lift for us off the bench. I mean, Josh does a great job when he's first in the game. I mean, he might have the first 6 points every game. And then Sean comes in and just gives us a different look. So, I mean, we joke with him because he's a 6'5" big, but he plays like he's 7'1". But he just plays with that extra intensity that we need. I mean, we also joke with him that he's from Chicago, but Coach said Chicago's. I thought you're from Chicago, you're not supposed to be soft, but he didn't prove to us this next 2 weeks that like he's not a soft dude at all, and he just takes on the challenge every day. I mean, I think he's made 3 threes before he came into the season. Now he's probably tripled that now. So, I mean, it just shows his work ethic, and he's in the gym every day.
Coach West talked about it, but the game got really tight at the end. Iowa got within 5. You talked about what happened in the huddle a bit, but like from your perspective, what did you guys do? How'd you rally the team? You know, what happened?
Yeah, well, we knew that we was in the bonus, right? Or 1-on-1. So our thing was just middle ball screen just to get fouled, you know, whatever. We knew they was gonna start fouling at some point, so it was really just not turning the ball over and have ball security, and then just get to the free throw line. And then when we got there, you know, we got to do our part and actually knock down the free throws. And but yeah, that was pretty much it. And then just try to get stops on the other end. We knew they was gonna push and get a lot of different attempts up. So we just had to do our best with that without fouling, and then and then just get to the free throw line offensively.
You guys talked a little bit about just figuring things out over the course of the season. How big of a role has Wesley Yates kind of played in figuring those things out?
Yeah, I mean, you know, he stepped up a lot. You know, he didn't play last year. He was a redshirt, I think. So just seeing him figure it out and him, you know, do his thing that we see him do every day in practice is amazing. You know, when T-Will went down, we was a little worried about who was gonna, you know, take that step up. That's what Muscle was, you know, preaching in practice, like who's gonna step up. And I feel like Wes took the challenge, and you know, he's doing a really good job, and he's learning. He's continuing to learn, and I feel like, you know, he's getting better each game. You know, it's hard to not play one season and then play a lot the next. So, yeah.
Yeah, I would say Wes has took on a difficult challenge. I mean, I know everybody might say I call him a Jordan Clarkson because he comes in and takes like some wild shots, but he'll make it. But then sometimes like he'll come in and take some unnecessary shots that we don't need. But just that's what he's learning, like just learning through his role and his role in this team, and just trying to figure out what he can do to impact the game. And I think he's guarding the best player every night, the guard, on just pressuring him. And then he's also, when dads come out, he has to play the guard. He has a lot of things he has to do on this team, and I think for a freshman to do that is not beyond, like, he's exceeding that role for sure.
Yeah, he's embracing it too, for sure. He wants to have that role, so.
And I don't ever see it do that. He came out here and played 40 minutes tonight. And he was the first one in the gym working out for an hour before the game, and that's every game.
Mhm.
Just to piggyback off of that, Muss was saying that this program really changed kind of offensively when put him into the starting lineup. Just as another ball handler, his
Yeah.
quickness, his decision making. Like playing next to him, how do you guys felt things shift offensively with his just kind of evolution?
Oh, for sure. Having another guard out there, you know, besides us two that could, you know, create, especially when the shot clock's going down, just gives the other team somebody else to worry about, and sometimes take the pressure off too as well. So him being able to do that was key for us, and we need him to continue to do that.
Alright. Thank you guys.
No,
Appreciate
thank
you
you.
guys.
Thank you.